Right now on the Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter program, right here on yourliveevent.com, we're glad to be joined by the mayor of the city of Carrington, Tom Erdmann. And we check in with Tom once a month here on the Chatter program. He lets us know what's all happening with the regular city council meetings that happen once a month here at City Hall in Carrington. So, Chatter program brought to you by Carrington CBB. So, Tom, summer moving right along here. We're getting ready for talking back to school next month, and boy, it's
Yeah, I
moving
know.
it
We think
fast.
went to school like August 19th, so only about a month away. What happened to the summer, Greg? But anyway, but thanks for having me on. And yeah, summer, we made the most out of it. I guess we got through the all school reunion okay, and everything turned out good. A lot of big turnout, and the market's going now, and that was a good turnout. So I believe on July 29th, I'm on a dunk tank. So if anybody feels they want to get back or even with the mayor, here's your opportunity to come and see if you can hit the target at a dunk tank, of which I'll be participating.
Hopefully the water's nice and warm, right?
Well, I'm afraid, yeah, they'll just fill it that day. And if it's a day like today or this week, kind of a little chillier, I might have to put an insulated suit on or something, huh?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping that they put some warm water in the tank.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Yep. All
But
righty,
yes,
well,
right, the summer is kind of getting away on us, but I guess that's kind of normal in the middle of July now. And I guess all the things that go with that. So pretty soon we'll have some sweet corn to eat, and the gardens will start to put some produce out, and so the seasons are great, and we take advantage of all of those whenever we can. So
oh yeah, that's for sure. So, all right, well, we want to talk about the city council meeting. This one's from Monday, July 14th. So just this Monday here. So you wanted to start, let's see, with regular agenda meeting then, or?
yep, I'll just start with the regular agenda. We had a request from Feed My Starving Children. It's a program where they pack food, and I think most people are familiar with it it's been done in Fargo. So Trinity Lutheran Church has kind of taken the lead role, and Michael Simon, who's participated in the food pack in Fargo for several years. We intend to have it here at the Carrington Armory on January 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So the council approved allowing the armory to be closed solely for that food pack, and of course, it's going to require 400 to 500 volunteers. And I know the school has been real adamant about providing. They're going to provide buses and kids to come and volunteer for those different projects. And the goal here is to pack over 101 food packs, and then at a cost of approximately $30,000. So it's kind of a major undertaking. Even though Trinity Lutheran Church is a lead role, all the churches in town will be involved in the school, and anybody that wants to volunteer some time, it's going to be a great program. So put that on your calendar, January 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, 2026. So then also on the regular agenda, I think last month I told you that we'd applied for a grant from the North Dakota Water Commission for that block right in front of Gate City Bank. And we did receive $100,000, of which it's a 60-40 grant. The state pays for 60%, we pay for 40. So we went ahead and approved that agreement with the State Water Commission, and then we also approved interstate engineering specifications, and interstate engineering being our engineer, and then we get the thing advertised and bids. We plan to have bids for that project, for that one block of replacing the water main by August 19th, and then hopefully have it completed by October 31st. So it's good news that we got money from the state on a 60-40, match. So it's estimated to be $100,000 project. They'll give us 60,000, and we put in the 40,000. Then I guess from there, we'll just jump into the fire department. Chief Wong had indicated there was like 11 rural calls this past month, of which 90% of them were fire calls. And for some reason, there's some suspicion going on there that apparently somebody's lighting ditches on fire or just lighting grass fires. And so they brought in the state fire marshal to kind of check these out. But anyway, they were busier than normal for July because of 11 rural fire calls. That's a lot higher than normal. Then within the city, they had 5 city calls. 4 of those were just false alarms or alarm systems that weren't working, and then one of them they assisted the ambulance crew in a medical involvement there. And then He also, the new fire truck, of course, is back in town, but there's still a couple things that didn't get done that they wanted retrofitted when they purchased the truck. So that looks like another 30 days before we put the new fire truck into service. And then also the Polaris Ranger that was donated by CP Rail, CP Kansas City Rail with the derailment at, excuse me, at Borgelac. We got that down at Patriot Fire Accessories in Fargo to get that retrofitted for a firefighting and a rescue unit. So we're appreciative of that. Then from there, I'll just jump into finance and legal. We're still working on our sanitation agreement with Waste Management and hope to have something in place here for the month of August. We had a 3-year contract that expired August 31st, and we're hoping just to renew another 3-year contract with Waste Management. Then the state legislative body, apparently this this winter, they did a couple things that affect all communities in North Dakota. One of them was they required a charitable gaming site authorization policy. And so we're looking at a policy. We have, 5 or 6 charitable gaming sites right now with 4 or 5 different entities. And of course, those charitable gaming sites donate money back to the city of Carrington or to the fire department or the police department or other, charitable sites or items here in Carrington. So, but the state legislative body said every city needs to have a written policy. So our attorney's working on that, and we hope to have that sometime in August, but that's going to also require a public hearing. So I know when people here are having a public hearing concerning charitable gaming sites, it's probably going to be some questions. Why are we having this now? But that's the result of the state legislative body. Then also the state legislature passed a deal whereby you have to have a written policy for a comment period at your council meetings. And we presently have a 15-minute at the opening of every council meeting. We allow 15 minutes for any resident or individual that wants to address the city council. And so we already have been doing that, but now we have to have a written policy. So our attorney drew up a written policy kind of in line with what we have now. And so we passed that. So we got that one policy out of the way. Oh, then I guess going on here, I guess we transferred $1 million from Bremer Bank to Bank Forward just because of the interest rates on the money. And then also in finance and legal next month, because on August 11th, the top of the day tournament on Garrison Diversion, the golf outing is on August 11th. So we agreed and voted to have the next council meeting will be August 12th on Tuesday instead of the Monday. Then from there, I'll just jump into economic development. Of course, we approved the payout of another $2,500 job credit for Gush's Electric. This would be the 4th one. So Chris Gush started an electric company, which is located right out by Dakota Growers, the headquarters or his office and building, and was a one-man show at that time. And now over the course of 6 or 7 years, he's made that into he's got 4 employees plus himself, and he's taken advantage of the job credit program that we have. Then also we provided a daycare provider grant to Darling's Kitty Corner. She increased her facility to a center, and originally she could go up to 10 more full-time equivalent in kids for baby daycare, and she has 6, so she qualified for a $6,000 grant, in which 50% is paid out now and 25% in 6 months and 25% in 9 months. Then a bigger one here is R3 Meats LLC. It's Tyler Engelbritson and his wife have purchased the Barton Meats. Tyler's been working for Jeff Barton for many years. And so with that purchase, he plans to expand the building, and it qualifies for a commercial building improvement grant of up to $30,000. That's 25% match, 75% him, 25% city. So we approve that. And then also, since he's adding on to the building, he qualifies for the commercial building construction and expansion grant. And that will not be determined until we know the assessed value when we put the property in the tax rolls. But anyway, we got some good programs for people looking to expand and do improvements to their buildings, and people have definitely been taking advantage of that. Then under other the Chamber and Economic Development funded Megan Wilson's going to have a Central City massage parlor in the next to the fitness center on Main Street. So we approved a startup grant for her. And then Denise Shipman has purchased the pedals and stem from Brenda Bush, and we've approved a 3-year forgivable loan for her to assist in that, keeping that business here in the city. From there, I'll just jump into the airport. I guess Neil indicated that we're still getting some bids on the lighting system out there, and basically that lighting system is approximately $205,000, and the airport share of that is only $5,000. So the FAA provides a $200,000 grant for that. So we're still waiting on bids there. And then I'll jump into the police. Of course, they made 283 calls for service this past month, which is, it runs around 280 to 350 calls. And we've got three individuals that have kind of contested our junk ordinance. And so we're still working on some legal avenues there, but and really don't care to do this, but we just ask that people keep their yards neat and clean, and out of respect for the community and out of the respect for their neighbors. But there's always one or two individuals that seem to fight the system, so we're working through that. And then of course they're monitoring the mowing, and we appreciate, I think they notified like 26 people this spring, and pretty much everybody was able to get out and mow and take care of their yards and keep them, like I said, neat and respectful for the community and the neighborhood. And of course, we still have an opening, and we've received a couple applications for another officer. So we're kind of working through that to see, hopefully we can get another position and take a little bit of the workload off of the guys that are on staff. From there, I'll just jump into public works. I guess Jason and Travis from Interstate Engineering, and when we had the major rains, they drove around the city, on the outskirts of the city and within the city, to see what could be done to avoid, overland flooding, and what can we do. And like on the west side of town, it's become evident that, around the fairgrounds and out towards the airport, all that water comes and runs behind High Plains equipment and through the culverts there. So we need to look at increasing the size of the culverts. The culverts are actually causing the water to back up, and the water, once it goes through those culverts, is pretty free flowing to the east. So there was a good opportunity to get out and do that with all the rain that we've had, and kind of see where the water's backing up and where the culverts are a little bit too small. Then also under public works, we have about 15 spots where we tore up the pavement, either because of a new construction or because of a water break or a sewer line break. So Tri-State Paving's come and gave us a bid, approximately $45,000 to fix those 15 spots. And we approved that bid. And then of that bid, about $28,000 is the city share, and $11,000 will be the individuals that have done, new construction that'll have to pay for when they dug into the street to put their water and sewer in. So we're hoping to get that done here within the next 30 days, because I know, other than the one on Main Street by Gate City, that's going to be involved in this new one block project. The rest of these hopefully are done in 30 days. And because I know anybody that lives, their residence is right next to one of these where you have gravel in the pavement, it's just kind of dusty, and the rocks end up in their yard, and it's kind of an inconvenience. So it'll be good to see we get our streets patched up again and get ready for another winter of water breaks and whatever comes with Mother Nature there. Also, the mosquito spraying has been ongoing, but the mosquitoes, for some reason, are just got more vicious. I think everybody can attest to that. If you go out in your backyard or go any place, especially right at the evening, the mosquitoes are bad, but the guys are out spraying, and of course, the mosquitoes are staying ahead of the spray right at this time. So they're kind of winning the battle a little bit. Then Siren 2020, if you notice, there's some concrete work going on over at the water tower. Siren 2020 is a radio system that involves the whole state, and probably multiple states, where first responders could not talk to each other, and there was issues. So that's what the Siren 2020 project is. It's to get a radio system that everybody can talk to any and everybody within, no matter which city you live in, or basically if there's a major issue, that people can communicate with each other. And it's been a long process, because it started in 2020, and we were hoping to have this I think the state was hoping to have this all in place by 2024, and now we're shooting for 2026. But our water tower is going to be one of the main centers for a radio signal on top, or an antenna on top of the water tower. Then one other issue we noticed when we had the storm sirens go off, we noticed the siren by Beset Motors was not producing adequate sound. It was making some noise, but it wasn't producing the sound. So we got to, get out and work on, so we realized we have a problem there. So we'll be working on that. And hopefully the storms stay away, that we don't have to go ahead and do that anymore. But the storm that we had right during the fair, we had a pretty high number of individuals that live in the trailer park, plus all the individuals that worked on the carnival, because they stayed at campers at the fairgrounds, and that storm come through. So they pretty much went to the Armory, which is our storm center, safety center, and they took advantage of that. And thank goodness the big storm kind of went around Carrington. We only had 60-mile-an-hour wind, where some of the surrounding areas, of course, had 100-mile-an-hour wind. So we were fortunate we didn't have any damage, but it's good to see people know where to go and where to take advantage of the situation that should the storm arise. So I guess that would complete my report. Of course, we have our budget for 2026 hearing, or first meeting coming up on the 24th of July, and then also on the 30th, and we need to have that budget over to the county auditor by the 10th of August. So we barely get into a year, and then we're already trying to project for the coming year. But we're getting to be old hats at that. I guess I've been around long enough now that we can kind of get that done in a couple of days. So along with the rest of the council members. But anyway, thanks for having me, Greg.
You bet. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. And then you already said, the next city council meeting will be August 12th then, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, it'll be on a Tuesday night. So I had to twist the arms of the council members to let me play golf that day, but they did vote in favor of moving the date.
Yeah. How's the golfing been so far this summer?
Oh, pretty good. I actually played in the seniors yesterday. We had 4 foursomes from Carrington and 4 foursomes from Jamestown, and come up and had a fun time. I normally dedicate my other time. I don't play the seniors very often just because I got too many city things to do, but they were short-handed yesterday. So after I played it, now I probably got to figure out how to work that in my schedule. Maybe work less city stuff and work more golf stuff. How does that sound?
Right. Yeah. And fishing too.
Yeah, right. Well, I haven't been out for a couple of weeks, but I heard I've had a guy from Wahpeton contacted me, wanted to know where to go. I said, go to the Big Mallard Marsh, and he went there, and he's never had fishing like that. He's never had walleye fishing like he had for the 2 days that he was up here. So I'm sure the word's out, but yeah, the Mallard Marsh has still been pretty hot this year. So good resource.
Yeah, I went out there a little bit ago too, so that's a nice area. So yep. All right. Well, thanks so much, Mayor. We appreciate the update, and enjoy the rest of your month here, and we'll check in again next month. So
all right. Thank you, Greg. Have a good day.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Discover the charm of Carrington, where community and character come together. Our vibrant community is full of welcoming smiles and unique experiences, from delicious dining and one-of-a-kind shops to lively events and beautiful parks. Join us in celebrating the best of Carrington, where every visit feels like coming home. Come visit the Carrington Chamber and CVB office to learn more about our wonderful town and its amazing businesses. Explore Carrington today and experience the warmth of our community. Hey sports fans, tune in to YourLiveEvent.com for all the action-packed Carrington Cardinal games, streaming live and free. Catch every thrilling moment with our live coverage. Listen to the play-by-play and watch the games unfold right on your screen. Plus, if you missed any of the excitement, don't worry. You can catch up on all previous games at YourLiveEvent.com. Check out the full schedule and never miss a moment of your favorite local Carrington games. Stay tuned and let's go Cardinals!
Gabi Abu joins us right now on the Carrington Cardinal Community Chatter program, brought to you by the Carrington CVB. And we check in with Gabi from the Carrington Chamber once a week right here on the Chatter program, and she lets us know what's all happening in Carrington the central city here. So thanks, Gabby, again for joining us. And how's your July been so far? It's been hot and cool and lots of weather stuff going on, right?
Yes, but besides the crazy weather, we have been like really busy, a lot of events and with the market just started. So it is being pretty busy around here.
That's right. The very first market was earlier this week on Tuesday night, right?
Yes, it was. And it was really fun, a lot of vendors. So just get ready for the next one that will be on the 29th. I will give more information closer to it. No, for now we have Bremer Bank golf tournament. It will be actually tomorrow at the golf course here in Carrington. Whoever needs more information or want to sign up, they can contact Kaylee at 701-795-4530 or Ashley at 701-795-4518. They do have like this every year, and it's a fun time for all the people that like golfing there. What else we have? Oh, this weekend we have the Runnings bucket sale where it is 15% off of everything you can fit in your bucket. So if you want to go and go there for the sale, just make sure to get there early because it gets kind of crazy sometimes. But it is super nice there.
Yeah, we'll put it to 25.
The Carrington Research Extension Center, their field day, it will be on July 22nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And registrations, if you would like to go, is at the NSU website. And last but not least, the free matinee for the youth center on July 23rd with the movie The Wild Robot. And that was sponsored by Studio 5 and the concessions by Cratch Implement. As for events, is this, and just a reminder, we have a lot of new job openings. If somebody's looking for something, just download the Carrington app. It is for free. You can get it at Apple Store or the Google Store. There is all the details for all of job openings there.
Awesome.
Yeah, this
Sounds
all
great.
that I have for this week.
Yeah, good deal. Well, thanks so much. We appreciate the update, weekly update here with the chamber. And so let's see, we got we'll be talking, end of the month here, back to school and sports. Fall sports will be starting soon. So the fall's in the air, huh?
Yes, we do. And we have also the youth track meet happening on July 30th.
Okay.
But next week I'll bring you guys more information about that one. Just keep that in mind for now.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Gabby. We appreciate it. Enjoy your day, rest of your day, and then we'll check in again next week, Thursday. So,
Yeah. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Yep, you too. We'll see you.
Yep.
Thanks, Michele, again for joining us here. And then, you got your summer reading program going on all this summer, and you got a summer reading party coming up, right?
Right. We've been doing the last couple of years, we've been doing a celebration party where we do it here at the library. And again, gives kids an opportunity to come to the library and bring back books or whatever, and check out new books, of course. But we're doing it like a carnival. So we'll have, I think, 15 different activities set up for them to participate in. And win a prize if they get them all done, a little bit of that we're doing. And then, so that the carnival will start at 10:30. And then at 11:30, we're going to feed lunch. And of course, any adults who are coming with them are welcome to participate in the activities and help their kids and eat lunch with us and stuff like that. And then we'll give away our grand prizes. And I don't know if we'd mentioned this before or not, but we have had some really great sponsors for our summer reading program. And so Gate City Bank has always been really generous in sponsoring our program. And then we did get some funding from the Wrestling Club Gaming. And then we're partnering with Pizza Ranch this year. So every kiddo who comes is going to be able to get a coupon for a free buffet. So that's really a great thing, And then we're going to give them books too. So everybody will leave with something, even if they maybe don't win the grand prizes. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to, have lunch and get all of that done so that in case anybody wants to still go to the pool that afternoon, or the free movie that's going to be that afternoon, or just stay in the library for a while and continue to do our carnival activities, they can. We'll have that set up from 10:30 until about 1. So yeah, so that's a great time for the kids to come in and celebrate their reading all summer long. So it's been good. It's been a really busy summer.
Okay, awesome. Sounds great. And got a book sale coming up here too, right?
Right. In August, we have been doing an annual book sale, and it's $3 for a bag. And so we're using your event live to premiere that event again for this year. So it will be the week of August 10th. And all week long, you can come in and grab a book or a bag of books, and yeah, it's great. It's a great opportunity to have some books for whatever reading events you want to do throughout the year.
Okay, good deal. And then adults and teen readers, they have a deadline coming up too, right?
Right. So, of course, our summer reading program is available for everyone from the littlest readers, kids who aren't actually reading themselves, all the way up through adults. And so we're inviting, so the celebration party coming up next week, that's for all kids through grade 6. And then the teens and the adults, we give them a little extra time. Their bingo is a little bit more complicated, maybe takes a little bit more time. So we're asking them to make sure that they have all of their sheets turned in by noon on August 6th. And then we'll do the prize drawings for our grand prizes on August 7th. So, yeah. And then that wraps that up. That's the end of summer reading already.
Okay, sounds great. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Michele, for the update. Anything else while we got you on here?
We're just going to continue a few activities for the kids up through that first week of August. We'll still do a little STEM and crafting kind of things. We'll continue our story times on Wednesday and Thursday mornings every week through the year. So that won't change. We've been doing that for quite a while now. So we'll continue that, but that gives us an opportunity to, keep people coming in and visiting the library. Keeps kids busy a little bit. It gives them an opportunity to do something. We do our activities in the morning. So, if they have a little time then, before they go to the pool in the afternoon. So yeah, it's great. Anybody that has any questions or needs to know things, they can call us at the library at 652-3921 or check the website, which is carringtonlibrary.org. Or stop in and see us. And then we're also on social media on Facebook and Instagram. So those are places you can look to double check the schedule and things like that. So that's it.
Okay, awesome. We appreciate that, Michele, for the update. And so let's see, the summer, yeah, it's flying by. Weather been hot and then it's been cool, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like the last couple of days, it's just been what a difference, between Monday and Tuesday, but yeah, that's North Dakota. We got 3.5 inches of rain on Monday. So, we were one of those, got a lot of rain, but that's what it is. Sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't. So
Oh yeah, no kidding.
yeah,
So,
that's like, yeah. So
yeah.
mhm.
All righty. Well, thanks, Michele, and enjoy
You
the
bet.
rest of your day. We'll check in again next month. So
Okay, sounds cool. Appreciate it.
you bet. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.